what it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, let's talk about some boxing. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And some significant happened this weekend boxing-wise between Redkach and Tank. So apparently, Redkach called out Tank again today because he ducked the sparring. Tank did respond. Also, Redkach called out Adrien Broner to fight on Tank and Leo Santa Cruz pay-per-view. That's going to be going down sometime later this year. An announcement is imminent. I think announcement should be made soon. They keep telling me it's going to be announced. That Showtime pay-per-view between Leo and Tank, and also Fox pay-per-view between Danny Garcia and Errol Smith should be announced pretty soon. So let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support. Now, all right, for people who don't know what happened, I'm gonna do a brief rundown. Right? They was, I guess, Buddy McGurf's gym. I don't know. I love Buddy McGurf as a coach. He was a world champion, I believe, too. And they were sparring Redkach and Tank. I mean, nobody would have thought Redkach and Tank would spar. Redkach is a 47-pounder. Tank is a 35-pounder. But Redkach did campaign at 135. FYI, Tevin Farmer did beat him at 135, right? And Tank put them together, right? He had Redkach drunk all over the ring, you know what I'm saying? And apparently, after they sparred for 4 rounds, Tank jumped out the ring after that clip. Now, people are saying, well, what's the big deal about it? Well, Tank team illegally recorded the sparring session, and they edited it to make Tank look good. Now, Redkach team came out and posted a video. Redkach posted a video where they said no recording. So Redkach team followed the gym rules, and they didn't record the sparring. But Tank did, and they edited it out to make Tank look like he dominated Redkach. Redkach also said that after that round, Tank jumped out the ring and ran off, and that they were scheduled to go 6. Now, he said they didn't show 1 through 3 when I was beating up Tank and busting his fat stomach. Tank said, you know what? Come back Monday. I go live with the fight. Okay? Redkach posted today, and I put all this on the screen, that Tank didn't show up, 10 or 11 a.m. He didn't show up for sparring. Tank responded, said, I'm not even a morning person. I don't even get to the gym till 2 a.m. or to 2 p.m. So I'm guessing they're on the West Coast, right? Because Ivan, he messed with Shane, and Shane is a West Coast guy. And I think Buddy McGurf is stationed on the West Coast, so they must be somewhere in Southern California, you dig? So, to be honest, it's just sparring, and nobody should record nobody. Nobody should go IG live. You know what I'm saying? It should keep all the rules. Buddy McGurf should have set Tank down. Now, people are making the correlation that Buddy McGurf is Tank's new trainer, because I think Tank want to move out to the West Coast. He was in Atlanta. He was chilling at home in Baltimore, and I don't think that's a good fit for him. And they're making the correlation that Buddy McGurf is his coach. I don't think Buddy McGurf is, stern enough to deal with Tank. I think Kevin Cunningham was the perfect, militant personality, former cop to deal with a dude like Tank. All right? That's fact. And Buddy McGurf, I don't think is a good fit for what Gervonta Tank Davis, excuse me, I'm saying my beard. I don't think he's a good fit for Gervonta Tank Davis' personality. Now, he did kind of get Kovalev to, calm Kovalev down, and Kovalev was known to be pretty much kind of just a rebel to what John David Jackson and Don Turner wanted to do. He wanted to go the opposite, and he didn't respect him. But Buddy McGurf, he had respect for Buddy McGurf. Buddy McGurf take a different approach. But, I would say, if I'm Buddy McGurf and that's my gym, I would sit Tank down and say, you don't do that shit no more. Or you can't be here. I don't care how big a star you is, what your paycheck you bringing. No, when we say no recording, it's no recording. When we say stop in the ring, we mean stop. And if you can't follow the rules, you got to get the fuck out. I don't care who you is. And that'll be that, So Tank was wrong for recording. I already went over that. So hopefully they spar again. There's no need to go IG live. Hopefully they schedule for 6, they go 6. But it's not the first time you hear Gervonta Tank Davis jumping out the ring. He quit versus Devin Haney and all that type of shit, man. You can look at him. He ain't in no type of shape. Redkach had his shirt off. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? But Tank don't spar or don't train in between fights. and that's going to be his detriment. So, and Ivan Redkach said, I hope Leo Santa Cruz busts his fat ass. You know, and like I said before, man, Tank is just a fighter I can't be behind no more. Not because of the stuff he just did outside the ring. You know, we all make mistakes. He had a female issue. He had the mall issue. He had the bartender issue. He crashed a slingshot. All those is you live and you learn moments. Like it or not, that man is young with a lot of money, and he grew up ignorant. He grew up in the foster system and all of that. I get it. But at some point, you got to be able to be coachable. And I'm not talking about boxing. I'm talking about your mentorship. You gotta be able to. If Kevin Cunningham can't get you together, and you can't fly straight with him and be disciplined, I mean, it really ain't no hope for you in boxing. And he can't mentor you to be a better person. You know, and Floyd is not mature enough to be able to do that. And Al Heyman can't get through to him. We already know how this story going to end. Same way the Adrien Broner story going to end. You know what I'm saying? If they can't coach you, you know, and they brothers, you know, and Adrien Broner can't kind of tell you the mistakes that you making, that he made, that you don't make, it don't matter. It's like him and Broner staring at each other. He's staring at her future self, and he'll be fortunate to accomplish what Broner accomplished in boxing. Fortunate. He'll be fortunate to see 30 years old in the boxing ring. At the rate he's going, somebody gonna stretch him in these streets. You know? Or the prison system gonna take him under. He's gonna be like Michael Nunn, Ike Hibachi, something of that nature. So, like I said before, I can't just get behind, you know, what he representing. It ain't like he bullshitting around and still providing us the best fights. He ducking Lomachenko, straight up and down. He don't want to fight none of the best guys around his division. He cherry picking. Y'all can blame Floyd. Y'all can blame this guy, that guy. But ultimately, you blame the fighter because the fighter's not doing what he's supposed to do outside the ring for the promoter to be able to take the risk with his financial, you know, investment in Tank for him to go on and fight the best. You know, they want to make sure Tank head on straight, but Mayweather might as well forget that. Tank ain't gonna never be straight. He just a whole ignorant mess. And like I said before, I don't like his personality. I don't like how he don't train in between fights. He probably don't give a fuck what I think, but obviously, you know, it is what it is. I ain't the only one that feel this way. You out here popping your mouth off and you fighting Leo Santa Cruz, but you won't fight Gary Russell. Don't know, but to be honest, man, anybody that know boxing is a hardcore, not just a fan of Tank, he moving like a pussy. Ain't nobody, you know, mention no words. Why he don't fight, you know, Lomachenko? Teofimo Lopez doing that way before him. So, you know, it is what it is as far as him. But Redkach called out Broner to fight on Leo Santa Cruz, Tank undercard on pay-per-view. That fight was supposed to happen last October. Adrien Broner, you know, retired. I guess the money wasn't what he deserved. All he deserved coming off a loss versus Pacquiao in January. Quite frankly, that would make me more anxious to buy the pay-per-view. I'm not buying it regardless. I'm not supporting two of the worst moving fighters in the sport on pay-per-view. Now, had it been on Fox or Showtime, I would have tuned in. But I'm not supporting Leo Santa Cruz and Tank. Not at all. Not in a million years. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't catch me supporting that fight as far as going to the movies or financially buying that fight. That should be called the Duck Bowl. But with Broner and Redkach, I mean, I wouldn't care. I can care less what Redkach do and what Broner do from this point in his career. Broner's done. Broner can't even defend himself offensively no more. He ain't gonna do nothing but talk. He should beat Redkach. Remember, Redkach suspended for biting Danny Garcia during the fight. So, you know, obviously, I can care less who win that fight. They can get it on. I think that would be okay, you know, co-main event. But for some of the pay-per-view events PBC been doing of late. But they need a way better main event for me to consider, you know, that fight. I don't think it's a main event they're going to put on there for me to consider buying that fight. I think if you're a hardcore boxing fan, you don't support that fight. I wouldn't pay for that fight. I wouldn't even care. We know the result's going to be, it's set up for Tank to win. Then Leo going to try to turn around and fight Gary Russell. And at that point, who fuck want to see Leo Santa Cruz again? And if Tank lose to Leo Santa Cruz, you know, it wouldn't surprise me. You know what I'm saying? But if he don't stop him, I'll be surprised. But Redkach and Broner, I mean, who really cares? You know what I'm saying? Broner should be able to beat Redkach. Broner ain't won a prize fight in 3 years. All right? He ain't won since he beat Adrien Granados by split decision. And some people think he lost to Granados. You know what I'm saying? He lost to Vargas. He lost to Mikey. You know what I'm saying? He lost to Manny Pacquiao. Thought he won and didn't throw a punch. So, hey, it is what it is. Let me know if you're interested in seeing Redkach take on Adrien Broner. I know I'm not, but hey, let me know what you think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All the social media links in the description. Facebook, the fastest way. Twitter is the fastest way. Then Instagram and Facebook. We also got a Facebook group. All those links in the description. Other than that, man, want to make a donation? Cash App, PayPal there. But hey, just share the video. It's the best way to donate. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, and thumbs up and comment it. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you guys think. One time for the one time we done.